Yeah, classic, D-Town.
Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Luke, Luke's teacher, back here for round 2. Thank you for joining today. Glad you're here. Anyways, today we have a quote from the University of Notre Dame, the school president. His name is Father John Jenkins. And when he became president of the university several years ago, he gave an opening speech. And in this opening speech, he had one quote that was a very special quote. And he says, "If we are afraid to be different, how can we make a difference in the world?" I'll repeat that one more time. If we are afraid to be different, how can we make a difference in the world? And so his point here is that, or he was talking about the University of Notre Dame first of all. So he was talking about the mission of the university. But you can also take that quote and apply it to other areas of your life. And so by striving to make a difference in the world, you should not be afraid to be different. In the quote that Father Jenkins said, "If we are afraid to be different, how can we make a difference in the world?" If we are afraid to be different, we probably are not going to take any risks. We probably are not going to take any risks if we fear being different and standing out. However, if you do have the courage enough to stand up for something and to be a little bit different in order to make a positive difference in the world, you're going to be taking some risks. And these risks are many things that stop people all the time from continuing to pursue a goal. So some of these risks are failure. One of them is failure. Many people are afraid of failure, so then they don't even try. They're afraid of failing, so they don't even try. Another risk is being embarrassed. Being embarrassed. Nobody likes to be embarrassed at all. And when you take a risk to be different, you're risking looking a bit odd, so others may laugh at you. That's a risk you take. A couple other risks are pain, having pain interiorly, inside, sometimes even outside. Depends on what your goal is. And another risk that you can have, among others, would be a reputation. Maybe your reputation, how others think of you, becomes damaged because you're trying to make this difference in the world. But even though we have those risks, the gains to pursuing something to make a difference in the world are much greater. So one of the positive things is confidence. Having confidence in yourself. When you stand out from the crowd on your own to try and make a positive difference about something that you feel is right, you gain a lot of confidence from that, and you start to really grow as a person. Another is identity. If you start to do something that is very true to yourself, to who you are, you develop your identity. And your personal identity is something that every single person has, and it is unique for every single person in the entire world. And being true to yourself, to your authentic self, who you really are, that is very important for your identity. And another thing that you can receive is unparalleled success. It means awesome success. Probably even more success than you would have realized by trying to make this difference in the world. So my point here is that, going back to the original quote, if we are afraid to be different, how can we make a difference in the world? So the main point that I'm trying to make to you today in installment 2 is just to encourage you not to be afraid to be different. If there's something you really want to do, be it big or small, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And have courage and believe in yourself. When I was in college, as a freshman in college, my roommate was from Russia. His name is Nikita. One thing that we would talk about, and he said many times to me, was, Luke, the most important thing in the world is to always try to be a good person. To always strive to be a good person. And I think that is excellent advice, and something that all of us, including me, can try to achieve every single day. So it's very important to always try and be a good person. And sometimes that may mean being a little bit different from everybody else. And that's okay. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Alright? Peace.